What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Survival of the Fittest. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 2. This is for Season 2, Episode 3, Where's Your Loyalty? Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be for Survival of the Fittest Season 2, Episode 3, which is called Where's Your Loyalty? So, yeah, very interesting episode this week for Survival of the Fittest. I liked portions of it, and then there's other portions that I find myself very kind of confused. At least this is kind of my, kind of reaction after just watching the episode, is a little bit of confusion with this episode. I do like the episode. There are some things, so I have to admit that, I don't know, it didn't work for me. But I'm gonna say for this video, I'm gonna give this episode still a 7 out of 10. I'd say this is a very, very good episode still. It had a lot of, things going on, internally with the group, and I really did like the, the kind of, the ending to George's character and the character saying goodbye to him. I would honestly say that's one of my favorite parts of the episode. It was a very well done scene and a very enjoyable moment. But a lot of the rest of the episode, and that's why I still give it a 7 out of 10, because there are a lot of things I really did enjoy. The dialogue was great. The burial scene was good, but for George. But there are other parts of this episode that I don't know why. I found myself very confused at a lot of parts in this episode. I really did like it though. There are a lot of things I do like about it, but I do have a couple gripes, and we'll get into that as well. So, yeah, out of 10, like I said, this would be like a 7 out of 10 episode. It's a good episode. It's a pretty good episode, but it's not as good, I would say, as the first 2 episodes. Just my personal opinion. But basically, so this episode, we have 2 storylines. We have David and Clay and Morgan and, the cast, basically the main cast in this episode. And obviously, we have some stuff going on with the group. Obviously, Clay really is blaming David for what happened, and it really shows in this episode. Clay really isn't too, happy with David, because he kind of feels like David, because of the choices he made, George is now dead. So it's a pretty interesting development in this episode, and they do have a bit of a fight, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I just don't like seeing those two against each other. I don't know why. I just didn't enjoy seeing the two of them kind of back and forth. I think the dialogue was good, but the two characters versus each other, it kind of felt like unnecessary and like unneeded, because it kind of feels like it's like, yeah, they're trying to place blame, they're kind of trying to take out their anger on themselves. So I like that side of things, but it just felt like unnecessary throughout a lot of this episode, to be honest. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I missed something or something, but I don't know. I really feel like the conflict between Clay and David, it just didn't work as well as maybe it should, but I did still like the general idea. So that's what I'd have to say about that. Now, the rest of the episode is where it really kind of lost me at a lot of it, because you have this new character that comes in this car or whatever, and you have these characters here, and obviously it looks like this guy that comes and shoots these 2 people, he's like in charge, basically, and he's probably like the main villain of this season or something like that. And his introduction was decent, but it wasn't amazing in my opinion. It was okay is where I'd put it. So yeah, he shoots the 2 people, and obviously at the end, we have, David. Now, the whole David thing with this new Josh character, the Josh character kind of comes out of nowhere for me. I don't know what it is. He just kind of comes out of nowhere. He kind of just kind of showed up in this episode, and I don't know. I had a few problems with that as well, because I like I like the idea of a lot of what was going on in this episode, but certain things about it I have a lot of gripes with, So, but yeah, we have a new character in this episode, Josh, and like I said, I think my favorite part of this episode is the burial for George. I love that scene so much. I mean, honestly, that scene was really good, as all the characters say their goodbyes and stuff, but a lot of the other stuff in this episode with the group themselves, it felt very unnecessary, and the new character that shoots those 2 people at the end of the episode, I don't know why, I felt very lost and kind of confused, and I'm gonna have to definitely rewatch this episode to kind of, maybe rewatch it and maybe try to, figure some stuff out. But yeah, 7 7 out of 10 because I really did like the burial scene. I really did like some of the dialogue in this episode, but it's only going to be a 7 because I feel like there's a lot of things that could have been maybe a little bit better, just kind of, you know, story-wise, but I still enjoyed this episode. I still have to say, though, I think episode 2 is my favorite of this season, and even episode 1, I'd say, is probably better than this episode, but this episode, it felt like a mostly like a spacer episode with a little bit of something that's going to be building up to like this new storyline with these new characters that we see in this episode. So, pretty good episode, 7 out of 10 for this week. I definitely want to hear your opinions about it in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my weekly reviews for Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dan's Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video of Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.